Alright, guys, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Avengers Endgame is terrible. It's terrible, at least it is for me. And it's it's just bad. And I hate saying that without first substantiating why, but I really feel like I have to say that giving all the hype to this movie. It really showed how utterly unnecessary it was to be made in the first place. When the whole justification thing happened, that really should have been the end of the movie. But the biggest problem with it is that Thanos, he didn't really show any sincerity. He's not genuine in his persecution. Because honestly, he didn't kill himself. When he snapped his fingers, he should have died. He should have used the glove to kill himself and remove the stones themselves. But he did not. And if the stones themselves are so crucial to existence and they're destroyed, much like how it was pointed out with the monk lady, you know, she went the easy way. Oh, well, if you just remove one of these, it's just going to change the trajectory of time, you know, so there's going to be a split, and I can't have that. And then it's just like, okay, what if all the stones were destroyed? What happens? Well, they were destroyed. But plot convenience, of course, right? And, I mean, this movie is so utterly absurd. Like, it did not have to be made. It's obvious when you watch the movie because it's nothing. I felt like I was just like everyone that made this movie. They were just jerking off, That's what it felt like to me. They're just wanking off, you know, the whole freaking time, having a wank at my expense. I mean, they're just whatever the girls do. I don't know what they call it in Britain. I don't know if they call it a wank or a skank. Or whatever. Something was going down, man. Because, I mean, it was just like they were just jerking off. Like, oh, this movie, oh. And they were telling you before the movie even came out what the movie was going to be. Just like what the Avengers Infinity War was going to be. If you listen to what people are saying, oh, this is going to be this and this is going to be that. That's exactly what it is. I mean, look at Captain America. I mean, come on. Captain America hasn't earned shit in all his movies. Nothing. He hasn't earned anything. I'm just Captain America. Everybody keeps pointing out that he's Captain America. What makes him so fucking great? Seriously, I don't understand it. Like, he's not likable. All these characters, they're boring. The only character that's interesting is Thor. And his own movies suck. The first one's good. But then everyone tries to act like it's the shittiest movie that there is. And I'm just like, no, the first one's actually fun. It's bad CGI over here and there. And the characters, his little motley crew, they were kind of useless. I understand that. But at the same time, it's like, that movie had fun. It tried to explain science in an interesting way. How basically, as scientific technology is today, back then it would look like magic. And to them, they were very scientifically advanced people. But the irony is they have a very old, kind of like chivalrous culture, very patriarchal, and it's interesting. Oh my god, like these movies are terrible, man. And Spider-Man, they keep trying. Oh, we gotta reboot Spider-Man. We gotta make Spider-Man this and this and this and that. And I'm just so glad they fucking killed his ass in that movie. I'm just like, god damn, like can like Spider-Man just be fucking Spider-Man? Like, why does he have to be all these things? They can't get it right. They simply can't get it right. I've been waiting for the Spider-Man movie when Spider-Man is actually intelligent. He actually has a character. He's not obsessed with Mary Jane. He likes science. He does science things. It explains to me that he's smart and that he wants to develop something. It's not all about being a superhero. It's all about being himself. And he was granted with this gift and what he can actually do with his gifts. All superhero movies are nothing but a bunch of assholes jerking off like Superman. Oh, I can't do anything unless an airplane falls out of the sky. He's very reactive. Why not proactive? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go fuck Mary Jane. Sorry, not Mary Jane. I got Mary Jane on the brain, but it's not Mary Jane. It's Lois Lane. You know, I'm gonna go work in this building. I'm the every white man. I'm the patriarchal, like modern age, you know, white man. I have a job and I'm supposed to look after the white woman, and it's just so fucking stupid. I mean, if I had Superman powers, man, I'd be flying around the world getting all kinds of chicks pregnant. I'd be trying to make copies of myself so I can correct this fucking problem. There's plenty of problems, dude. Like, why are there ghettos in Metropolis? Why is there even a problem? You're Superman. When Superman versus Batman were bitching at each other about what was going on between the cities and the things that were a problem, like, dude, Batman, you're a billionaire. Clean up the streets, you sorry piece of shit. Superman, you can literally do it. You can literally do it yourself. Do it. Oh, well, we wouldn't have a movie if we just actually did something with our powers. We have to wait until someone forces us to use them. Oh, I don't want to use my powers. Oh. What they actually tried to do with Homecoming with Spider-Man was actually interesting. Watching him from kind of like from the very beginning, he just kind of like develops his powers, and I like how he had to run and he had to swing. It was very close attention to detail when it came to certain things. Some people didn't like his suit, that it talked to him, but I actually found that interesting. I like the whole Tony Stark thing that he was going on with, but I don't like Tony Stark's character. It's interesting as he can be, he's simply not. Everything has to play into this whole, and I'm not trying to go in on the patriarchy thing too much and the whole white man kind of archetype kind of thing. I'm not really trying to go into it in the sense where oh my god, I don't want to hear it's racist. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my god, white guilt. You know, you just hear these arguments are so fucking canned responses. Like, don't y'all get tired of that shit? Man, I just like, I don't want a black character. I want original black characters. I don't want fucking Nick Fury reskinned. I don't want Batman reskinned. I don't want Captain America reskinned. I want Captain America. I like my movies nice and white. That's how I like my movies, nice, and I like them white. If that's what they are. I don't like that shit no more than y'all do, but don't sit up there and try to fake the funk. Because really the shit is racist. Look what they did in Infinity War with Wakanda. There was a lot of white people online that were like, oh my god, it'd be so cool if Shuri met Tony Stark. Do you think that they were gonna do that? Oh, seriously? In the very beginning of the fucking movie, it's like, oh, we need a brain. Shuri didn't fucking die in Infinity War, if I'm not mistaken. But you would think she was fucking dead. These niggas show up at the end of the movie like, yeah, master, here come to clean up your mess. We here clean up your mess. We did it last time we do it. I mean, they blow up Wakanda, but shit. They got the Avengers headquarters this time. But they show up through fucking magical portals that are developed by these monks. And then now it's okay. Like, these movies are whack. They are whack. They're fucking whack. Wakanda's fucking whack. They killed Killmonger. Killmonger shouldn't have been killed. What's his name? T'Challa got cocky. T'Challa was cocky. And he basically gave whatchamacallit an opening. And he took the opening. He fucked him up because he was on a mission. He said deliberately, I want to take Wakanda's technology, take its armament, and send these weapons to people so they can rise against these people that are oppressing them. Now, that's interesting. Who are these people that are waiting on these weapons? Who does he have contact with? Oh, that's not important because we're in Wakanda and this is Wakanda. He's like, you would kill me, my love, for Wakanda. I just like, y'all are pushing this just a little too fucking far. So now white boys have a setup and it's just like, oh, this has nothing to do with racism. It has everything to do with nationalism and inclusion and exclusion and shit like that. Like, it's like, come on, man. We already know y'all gonna start talking like that. That's why this movie sucks. Because it's all been set up to be a certain way, and it has to stay that way. I thought they were gonna actually try to be creative. I was like, man, Infinity War fucking finished the whole cinematic universe. So we gotta find a way to bring it back. And I was like, what is this creative, interesting way they're gonna do it? Surely there's gonna be ass pulls and MacGuffins, but whatever. But what they decided to do was, instead, it was just like, oh my god, dude. Ant-Man comes out of there, And it's just like, okay, now we got to do time travel. And I already explained what the problem is with the gym, so it already just collapses there. But I'm willing to let the shit slide because it is a fucking movie about superheroes. And I don't know what they were smoking with Captain Marvel, but oh my god, is she so ridiculously overpowered? She breaks the universe itself. When I saw this hoe just flying out of space, I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And she's talking to them through the ship in outer space, and they can hear her. Did someone explain to me how she's doing that? No, it's okay. I mean, she has superpowers, so it doesn't really matter. I was like, okay, cool. If you have enough power to throw at something, I'm pretty sure you can force it to work some kind of way. Kind of like Naruto and his cheating ass. Oh, I'm out of chakra. Well, I got a demon fox inside of me, so I might as well just take it. Have at it. So I just like, yo, this fucking movie is gay, man. The movie's gay. And I'm just keeping it real. The movie, it sucks. The movie is terrible. Oh my god, this motorcycle. And like in the last scene in the movie when they're all at Tony Stark's funeral, it's like everyone was lining up. Like, it didn't even look like a funeral. It's like a GQ fucking magazine spread. It was fucking embarrassing. And admittedly, it was cool. I'm not even gonna front. This shit was cool, but I'm like, why? Why is it so ceremonious? You like cheeseburgers? Yeah! Your daddy liked cheeseburgers. I'll give you all the cheeseburgers you want. Fuck Tony Stark, he's a cunt. And my whole thing is like with Tony Stark, where the fuck did he, in the Infinity War, did he get the nanotechnology to make his thing? Everyone complains that, oh, Wakanda, and they have this magical vibranium, and vibranium just does everything. Oh my god, but Tony Stark out of nowhere just gets magical powers and shit. He has this nanotechnology that his suit is clearly made out of. And it's just like, huh. I really like the theme in Black Panther, how like the nanotechnology was like a sand. It was like those little shards of little metal you see and use a magnet and you can put them together. It's kind of cool, but it was more like sand. And how it worked and the interface. They try to really put some work into making Wakanda interesting, even though I think the city design was shit. Even though they made it look a little better in this movie when they showed it in the last part of the movie, when they showed them all together. And I don't know why I get Lynn Whitfield and Angela Bassett mixed up, because to me they look very similar, but Lynn Whitfield is much smaller than Angela Bassett is, because Angela Bassett got them arms, man. I don't know if she's playing basketball, she's lifting weights. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but she's most certainly got her groove back. And I just, yo, this movie, man, like it's so fucking bad. It's such an insult to my intelligence. I mean, they're just jerking off. Jerking off, man. They could not get enough of that shit. I mean, every one of these stupid smart remarks and jokes. The Hulk, I'm so sick of that motherfucker. I'm so glad that those two actually came to some agreement. I love watching Thanos whoop his ass, but Thanos is a psychopath. All right? You have someone like Killmonger who's like, all right, cool. We want this done. And he's a sympathetic character. He actually has real grievances, but they turn him into an evil villain so they can excuse the fact that they kill him. And then in the end of the movie, in the end of a Black Panther, he's standing there with a damn fucking weapon in his chest, and he's like, well, we can save you, but like, I'm not gonna choose. Basically, he's like, I'm not gonna choose imprisonment over death. Like, he can't come to some kind of agreement. Like, oh yeah, you know those people that are waiting on me to get them weapons that you and your little Captain Cook destroyed the ships from leaving, from deploying. Dead in the water. No one gives a fuck. Especially dead in the water for sure, because he's like, I'm choosing to jump from the ships like my ancestors did, because they understood that I guess death or whatever he said was better than bondage. And I'm just like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard of. Nigga, you are the result of bondage. Your families persevered through hundreds of years of enslavement, rape, genocide. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You don't get no credit for persevering. They were smart enough to know that they should fucking die. Because they had no other alternative to jump off of a ship. And did you think that fucking T'Challa for a second, you know what? We did not have to jump from those ships. And I am sorry. We did not help you or your people. But we understand now that they are a threat. Like when at what point in time did the Wakandans ever find out that the world was so fucked up that maybe they should have done something about it? That as soon as we let them know what's going on, dude, you guys are so overpowered, there's nothing they can do to you. As long as you inform other people to help you. It's like Wakanda just totally missed Kemet. It totally missed fucking Nubia. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It missed all of that. It missed all of that shit throughout history. But it's a movie. I'll let it slide. However, man, that quote that everyone loves so much. Someone actually brought that up in the comment section, and they were like, and I suspect that this was a white person because of how it was phrased. But it's a good point. Essentially, the point that I made, but they did it in an insulting way. Oh, well, how are you here if your ancestors died when they jumped off the ships? And see, that's just a smart ass comment, but totally misses the point. And it's just there to be racist. And that's what they did in these other movies, in the Infinity War. The Wakanda movie came right before the Infinity War movie. So people think that it's just gonna be great, man. It's East meets West, man. It's gonna be the shit. Hell fucking no. And then they try to give Hawkeye some kind of cool kind of like persona because his wife and his family dies. So he goes to Japan and starts stabbing Japanese niggas in the neck and shit. Like, fuck out of here. Because he just wasn't cool before, because all he did was have a bow and an arrow. The dude had mad skills. He's actually one of my favorite characters. But the way they characterize him is so fucking lame and boring. Like, what is with these Marvel movies? They suck. Captain America's not allowed to have a personality. He's so obsessed with this girl that he didn't get the fucking bang. And I understand that, man. I understand that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, stop. Dude, Scarlett Johansson? So you passing that up, man. What, you think the Hulk's gonna get at you if you smashed? Hulk smash! No. Captain America smashes, man. That's what smashes. Nigga, you running away, I'm gonna hit that shit. You were in outer space. And it's just like, damn, Scarlett, I think she probably ran through the whole cast. Especially after seeing this movie, man. I'm like, damn. Did you fuck Hawkeye too? Like, damn. Everybody was getting a turn. Everyone was getting some, which is fine. I mean, they're a team. But at the same time, man, it's just like, why is it just her? It's supposed to be the heart of the team. Captain America sucks. He hasn't earned anything. Nothing. As far as being a leader, jack shit. And neither has Tony. They just been given everything. Oh, vibranium. It just does fucking everything because those fucking niggers have vibranium. Tony Stark builds a time machine in 2 fucking minutes. Not even 2 minutes in the span of a movie time. It's literally seconds. I did it. But there's some caveats. Fuck out of here, man. None of them were like, oh, well, let's roll to Africa and go figure out what's going on with these niggas. Maybe they can help us make something. But that didn't happen either. This movie is shit. What they should have done in Black Panther was either when that whole situation when let me turn down this Idris Muhammad. It's fire. So like he was like, okay, so T'Challa, when he got all cocky and then Killmonger took that opportunity to beat him, I'm thinking he probably should not have done that at all. He should have just used his ability to capture him and then imprison him and then actually have a real conversation about what they're going to do about resolving this problem. Because really underneath it all is about having to do as white people have instructed and enforced him to do for hundreds of fucking years. I mean, when you immediately introduce black people into it without being reskinned from a white character, it immediately brings in the whole black person's point of view and perspective. And they keep making all these dumbass reviews and videos on Black Panther and its importance when it's clear that that's obvious and it's always been the case that it's constantly ignored and it's never addressed. Dressed, yeah, like all these niggas dressed like Captain America and Spider-Man. None of them said that they needed Spider-Man to be black. They just like Spider-Man as a character. But as soon as some white person decides, well, we're gonna make Spider-Man black, or a black person for that matter, or when it comes to Nick Fury, they have to make these choices because these things are licensed characters. Regardless if a black person designed it, they have to sign off on that shit, and they said sure. Like they did with that wizard in Shazam. Why didn't they just get that nigga afro? Why they gotta make him look like Dumbledore? I mean, this shit is embarrassing. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on. But anyways, that could have happened, or I would have liked the idea that if everything happened, everything kind of progressed the way that it progressed in Black Panther, then in Infinity War, instead of him dying in Infinity War, I like the idea that of what's his name? If Killmonger had teamed up with Thanos to try to achieve his goal, then realized that it doesn't work together. And then when in the end of Infinity War, when the Dustification happened in Black Panther, you know, he took over the mantle of Black Panther. To me, that's much more interesting. I don't know what the fuck they were smoking, man. I mean, it was just like, it's too much. A villain has to die. It's just like, and it's just, everyone's getting tired of that shit. That's why everyone tried to praise Killmonger, because everyone's getting tired of these corny ass villains. What I'm really tired of these movies is these fake ass CGI big blowout battles in the end of the fucking movie when everyone, it's too much, man. It's too fucking much. It's just, I just can't like these characters. They're boring as fuck to me. They're very uninteresting. And I haven't really even talked about Endgame because there's really no point in talking about it because it sucks. It just sucks. Period. All the jerking off that's going on in this movie, man. All this self-congratulatory, patting themselves on the back. It's too much. It is too much. But, oh, do you feel that? Huh? No, because you're stroking yourself, man. You're stroking yourselves. I mean, it was nothing but straight egos. I was just sitting there just like, if y'all don't stop talking shit to Ant-Man, I'm gonna slap the shit out of y'all. Niggas, that's not funny. It's not funny. It's mean. Leave Ant-Man alone. And Ant-Man, it's not funny. Ain't no fucking Mexicans in that movie, but there were shout-outs. And if you pay attention, you'll see what it is. So the Mexicans watching the movie, they'll get to feel at home. And just watch it, and you know what I'm talking about. This coding bullshit's in all these movies. They're racist as fuck, but you can't say that. You can't say that. They'll come up and I was like, when these dudes gonna come up and they gonna clean up the mess? Mbombe! Fuck out of here, niggas. Get the fuck off. No. I like my movies nice and white. Please leave. Please leave the movie. Please. You're fucking it up. You are fucking the movie up. They didn't do any justice by it. Like, Wakanda movie should have just been its own thing. It should have just been its own thing. It should have had nothing to do with the MCU because it's whack. And that was really the only one of the good things about the Civil War movie, the Captain America Civil War movie, was T'Challa. And then he completely just made him fucking milquetoast in the second movie. He was useless. I'm done with this shit, man. I wanted to walk out of that movie 3 times, but I was with my friend, man. I would have just sat in the car and just text or something, man, because that movie was terrible. I mean, that movie did nothing for me. It was just bad. It was just bad all around. The movie was bad. It tried to do things differently and tried to do things interesting, like how it opened up. I'm trying to remember how it opened up. With what's his name? With Tony Stark was with the blue cyborg or android. I don't know, but because they tend to make it seem like she's mostly all a robot. So I might as well just call her an android, blue android. And she was cool. I really like the fact that Zoe Saldana's fucking ass isn't really in that movie. I don't like what they did with Thanos. They made him fucking this one-dimensional character. And this right here, they just turned him into a regular villain. At least before he was a psychopath and he actually had some kind of like interesting things to him. But honestly, I just think that Thanos is a big joke, period. They try to legitimize his fucking his crazy insanity in some way. I went to these worlds, and it's just like he straight up just murdered. Like when the android girl was like, he killed my sister in front of me. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And then when you see him with this big ass fucking this sword that he has, where there's two blades on the end of it, in the middle of it it's a hilt. And you see him like walking after he had just killed someone, and he was talking to his daughters, and it's just like, this dude's a straight up killer, man. He didn't like, oh, I got this plan. We're gonna go here and we're gonna infiltrate this planet, and we're gonna make sure that we understand what's going on this planet, its politics and whatever, and we just might have to fuck some people up. And that didn't even happen. It was just like, at least it was interesting that he had an infantry, but he got an infantry of psychopaths. So it's okay to kill the cannon fodder. I mean, it's just so fucking dumb. You never get the power scaling right in these movies because it's just like... You think Dragon Ball Super's bad. The power scaling in these movies are horrible. It's just like, what the... Oh my fucking god. Like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, what was he doing? What was he doing? What was he doing? What... I don't know, man. I don't even know. But I'm just keeping it real. The movie is fucking terrible. And I don't advise anyone watch it at all. It is a bore. Complete bore. It is a drag. It is an utter waste of most people's time. And I just think that people really shouldn't watch it. They send the message to these assholes that people just... These standards are too low. They got way too much money. And speaking of superheroes, Marvel Studios is a superhero. Go do some real work, you assholes. So they're making horrible fucking movies that people can flock to. You're like Greek gods or something. Oh, pray to me or I'll lose my powers. Pray to me. That's what it comes off as, man. And fuck that fucking movie, man. And fuck Marvel. Because they know what they were doing when they made that shit. It was just jerking off. And I'm signing off.